Hi there, I'm Wendy and I'm here to discover some of the unique performances you can get to see during the ninth Faversham Fringe. Faversham's very own Fringe Festival, which is running from the 3rd until the 26th of October. On Saturday, the 4th of October at 5:30 in the Alexander Centre, there will be a performance of the children's show Chef Who Went on an Adventure. And today I'm talking to Brendan about his show. Hi, Brendan.
Hello there. Thank you for having me.
It's a great pleasure. So, what inspired you to create this show? Does it differ from previous work?
Well, we usually make works from classical books and Shakespeare. And at Christmas, we did a performance of Treasure Island. And in one particular show, we had a lot of kids come along. And we, as performers, were just fascinated with how engaged they were with an adventure story, in particular Jim Hawkins and pirates and all this sort of stuff. And so I decided that I would quite like to make a show for them, and in particular an adventure story. And at that point, all I had was a title, and I asked my friends Rob Dunk and Lydia Barton Lovett, two actors who have worked with us before, to come in and make this show with me and write it and write songs and all that.
Great. So it sounds exciting. So now I need you, in a few words, and avoiding spoilers and the obvious, of course. What is the chef who went on an adventure all about?
Well, it's about a young chef who heads off to compete in the biggest, most extravagant, most amazing cooking competition on earth. And but when he gets on the train, he finds that he's unfortunately lost his train ticket. And through some misunderstandings, he finds himself getting chucked off the train and in a deep, dark woods, unable to get to the cooking competition, but with some help of some unusual friends, I'll say. He travels land, sea, and air, and maybe gets to the big cooking competition in time to be crowned the best chef in the world. But it's got all the hallmarks of a great adventure show. It's got big chases, big set pieces, a bandit, and even a pirate. So
Sounds really thrilling. And is there anything in the show, apart from pirates, because Faversham has a great connection with pirates, that you feel will really connect with your audience in Faversham?
yeah, absolutely. It's a story really about taking a deep breath and carrying on in the best way you know how to do. It's a story about having the courage to ask for help, and also having the wherewithal to help others when they might need help as well. It's a story that, as storytellers, we found connected to us in lots of different ways that we weren't expecting. And I think that because it connects to us, hopefully it will connect to an audience too.
Well, it sounds absolutely lovely. It sounds as if children and adults are going to enjoy sitting there. So, are they going to laugh more than they'll cry, or what other emotions are going to be pulled from them?
Well, there's definitely lots of opportunities to laugh in the show. There's a touch of sadness, as I think all great shows have. Um, we're hoping that audiences just have a ton of fun with it, and there's loads of places in this show where the audience reaction really is what makes the show for us.
Great. And okay, so as a performer, you'll have had some moments on stage that have been nerve-wracking. Do you have any memorable moments you'd like to share?
Well, funnily enough, I've been performing for 15 years, and never in that time have I had any kind of show stop. And a show stop, for people that don't know, is when the show has to stop because of technical issues. Um, but recently, I've been directing for another company, Canterbury Musical Theatre Society, and last week we had our show at the Gulbenkian Theatre in Canterbury, and the curtain during one of our performances, it's a mechanical curtain, one of these really old-fashioned windy curtains, and it it shut, but then it wouldn't open. So halfway through the performance, we had to stop, which was absolutely. I find stuff like that in theatre, even though at the time it's obviously so stressful. It's a crazy moment that you never really want to happen, but also when we came back on, the audience were cheering. It was a lovely atmosphere, whilst also being absolutely terrifying. It was lovely for everyone just to come together, and we had a wonderful lighting technician, Dan Richardson, who literally pulled the wire for the curtains to open again so that we could continue. But yeah, so that was a very recent one.
Well, at least that won't happen at the Alexander Centre because you
No,
won't have a curtain. So
our show's
that's
not
good
very
news.
tech heavy, this one.
So you've touched on what you hope your audiences will get from your performance, but just explain a bit more why you think it will give people confidence, how it is rewarding to help people. Just give me a little bit more on that.
Yeah, I think that our show, it's not about, I mean, it's such a cliche, but it's not about the destination. It's not about our chef getting to the cooking competition. It's about the journey that he goes on, and that's really the lesson that he learns. And I think that we can all learn that if we focus too much on the end, then we miss the thing that's going on in the middle, and the people that we meet, and the love that we find in that. And we're hoping it teaches people to not just be kind to themselves, but be kind to other people, and ask for help when you need it, and give help when you have the ability to give help.
Right. A really strong social community message. Love it. Love it. Well, Brendan, thank you very much. So you've heard it here. If you want to go to a show and enjoy with your children or without your children an adventure with a chef, then book your tickets for Saturday the 4th of October at 5:30 in the Alexander Centre. You can get them online at favershamfringe.co.uk/what's on. What's hyphen on, sorry about that. And ensure you and the young members of your family don't miss a chef who went on an adventure. Brendan, thanks for talking to Radio Faversham and to the people of Faversham today, and good luck with the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
A pleasure.